All right, you jive turkeys. It's nearly about that time. Are you fired up for some Thanksgiving dinner? You fired up for that awkward chat that you will have with random relatives that you see once per year? Let me know in the chat. Guys, we're not started yet, but we're going to shortly, so I'm going to get a head start on saying hi to the good people in the chat before we do this thing. What's up, Marco? What's up, Cat Scratch, Blind Woo Fury, Mr. Henry G, Knife Mom in the chat. What's up, Knife Mom? Jim Miller, good to see you. Mr. Robert Jones. Robert Jones, good to see you, man. Welcome in. Hold on. Welcome into Neil McKenzie. What's up, Neil McKenzie? Jim Miller says, Rollshambo's ripping off my stump shot. Its imitation is the best form of flattery, I hear. You know, unless it's happening overseas. What's up, Bradford Mitchell? Let's go, let's go. Dolomite. Nick Travellini. Ed B, what's up, Ed? Try to see, can I get to everybody before the live starts? I'm trying. I'm fired up, guys. Shot of hot sauce down the hatch. Carry on the desk. I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I think. Hold on. Want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Did I get everybody? Did I say hi to everybody? Holy cannoli. All right. What's up, Jojo? All right, guys, we're going to start here shortly. I mean, I know I screwed up the music intro. Guys, from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, baby. Give it up. It's almost Thanksgiving. What are you looking forward to the most? Are you a stuffing guy? Are you a dressing guy? Are you a guy that doesn't know the difference between the two, but you'll eat them both anyways? It's Thanksgiving. You can be the fat kid. Eat your cake. That's okay. That's okay. I'm fired up, guys. I am fired up. For a couple different reasons. I don't want my monologue to go on for too long. Otherwise, it's just me talking to random space. You know, my neighbors already think that I'm special.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
What did I carry today? Carried a few knives. Bam. One of my favorites. Spyderco Swish Bowie. The Swish Bowie, baby. Love this knife. Got the Lynch Northwest wire clip replacement on there. Because this is a knife that should have never had a wire clip. I know some of you guys like wire clips. Personal preference is what it is. Damn shame to put a wire clip on a knife this classy. She's a classy broad, and I love this knife. I really do. I really do. Knife Joy isn't coming out with more of them, but they're expensive, and a lot of people that wanted one already got one, so there's a few still available over at Knife Joy. Once they're gone, baby, gone. That wasn't the only knife that I carried because I've got a deep appreciation for knives made by Spyderco in Taiwan. This is, of course, the Spyderco Smock with some custom Kevin Smock contour titanium scales. Yeah. This is the crewwear version. You know what kills me about this knife? People watch my video on it, and I explain what the second detent is. I explain it, and I get like 3 kinds of people. The first person is the person that says, you shouldn't remove the second detent because it's a safety issue. You might accidentally press the button. I've got to really try to press this button, accidentally. And even then, like at this angle, even ham fisting it, it's not dropping. Not a safety concern. The button is not a safety concern. The second person is the person that says, Rollshambo, would you do a video showing us how to take out the second detent? And that's funny to me. That's funny to me because oftentimes if you take apart your Spyderco Smock at all, you will inevitably lose that second detent, whether you want to or not. In fact, I'm convinced that if you try not to lose it, you are almost guaranteed to. It's this little spring-loaded bead that's that's pressurized against the blade. It's not stuck in there. It's not like the other detent, which is like press fit in there. So if you take off the scales and you pop off one of the liners and you're not actively trying with magnets to keep a hold of this second detent, it will remove itself. No instructions needed. And people still say, can you give us a video on how to remove it? I mean, I would, but I already lost mine. I wasn't sweating it. I didn't want to keep it anyways. Action's so much better without it. I don't know where I was going with that, guys. I already said hi to a good amount of people. We're letting the people pile in as it is. But I'm starting to miss stuff in the chat, so I'm going to scroll up and make sure that I'm not missing anything. Neil McKenzie! It says new member, but you've been here before. You've been here before, Neil. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up because there's a few things going on in the chat. I don't want to overshoot anything. My man, Mr. Jim Miller. Jim.
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Jim, thank you, man. So generous of you. Says, happy Thanksgiving, you filthy animals. Love it. Absolutely love it. And happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. I know you're a dressing guy. We've had this discussion before. I hope you get all of the best foods tomorrow. I'll be traveling. We moved here to be closer to family. My family is closer, but they're still like 3 hours away. So I'll be traveling. I'm driving early. I'm not driving late with the crazy people on the roads. Cat Scratch says he's looking for the scalloped potatoes. You know what dish I think is highly underrated at Thanksgiving? Green bean casserole with the bacon bits. If it's made right, it is the most underrated thing. And here's the thing. If someone does make it right, there's never enough of it. People discover it and they're like, oh, this is amazing. Who knew bacon and green beans? Cream of mushroom. Retro Ryan says, have you had your pepper yet? Roll. Oh, listen, I turned all of my peppers into hot sauce and I finally finished bottling the hot sauce. And I feel like an idiot because I thought I was going to get way more hot sauce than I actually did. Now disclaimer, I did eat a lot of those peppers just as peppers, like counter snacks. But I turned like 40 jalapenos into essentially what ended up being, 10 ounces of hot sauce. I got 2 5-ounce bottles. I was like, what is this? I ferment. So here's what I did. I fermented the jalapenos on the counter for a week. You make a bit of a salsa out of it, you know, salt, brine, jar. Got to burp the jar every couple of days, every day, you know, otherwise things tend to explode. So fermented it for a week, add the vinegar. And it wasn't just, for my hot sauce, I did a basic one. Garlic, white onion, jalapenos that were both green and red, so it kind of came out as a bit of an orange situation, which I'm fine with. Smelled amazing. It smelled absolutely amazing. It smelled like a good salsa on the counter. Like I could dip into that. I didn't because I wanted my hot sauce. And then you blend it all down and and then you squeeze the mash and the vinegar and everything, the liquid into a jar. And at first I was like, what's going on here? Because it was super watery. It was like super watery. And like you could see the separation, between like the really fine particles, and you had to shake it up. Apparently some people just keep it like that. I did some research. Apparently you have to cook it. So I had like 20 ounces. I consumed just like as it was, like another 4 or 5 ounces before I realized I needed to actually cook it. So I cooked it down, and then I put it in the little hot sauce bottles, and it's really freaking good now. It's like I take that over Tapatía, take it over Cholula, the homemade hot sauce. But here's the thing, 40 freaking peppers, and I only got 10 ounces of hot sauce. How many pepper plants do I need to grow? I want a year's supply of hot sauce. That's my story. Ed says, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I'll eat all the cake. I'm a fat kid who loves cake. What's up, Tiffany? He says, hey everyone, it's almost turkey time. Yeah. Are you guys frying your turkey? Are you putting it in the oven? Are you doing the butter basting? I know deep fried turkey is amazing. For those who are brave. I'm not brave. I shouldn't be allowed around oil and fire. Nick Sick, what's up, dude? He says, what's up, everyone? Got my Growler XL in the mail. Certified badass. Awesome, dude. Congrats on the pickup. Congrats on the new knife day. Oh, shoot. I've got a new knife day. I've got like 3 episodes to finish tonight because I've been slow on the upload. And I'm traveling out of town for the weekend, so I got to finish this stuff up tonight. One of them, I'll give you guys a spoiler alert since you guys are in the live stream. New fixed blade arrived from RS Knife Works. Rob Saniscalchi, yeah. Man, here's the deal. He reached out to me shortly before this arrived, like 2 days ago, and he was like, so I may not have put an edge on everyone's knives. Rob. It's okay. Listen, in the world of custom knife making, mistakes are part of the game. If it's a perfect knife, it's not a custom. It's not. And he reached out to me ahead of time, and he was like, I'll send you a shipping label. You can send it back. I'll sharpen it, send it right back. And I was like, we'll see. And then it came in today. I did my unboxing, and sure enough, no edge on it. I thought about it. It's like, I know he's just going to put a belt ground edge on it. And yes, that would be his edge. I like my edge. I like non-belt ground edges because less heat is applied to the blade, less chance to burn the edge, so on and so forth. So I reached out to him. I said, I really appreciate that you'd be willing to make this right and do the sharpening and everything. Save your money, enjoy your holiday. I'll put my own edge on there. And so I did. Put it on the TS Prof. And here's the thing. This is a compound grind. Technically, it's supposed to be a Tanto because you're supposed to have 2 distinct edges between the belly over here and the main flat right here. And that's hard, especially if there's no edge bevel already on there. So I was like, man, I really hope I don't screw this up. And I did it, guys. I freaking did it. It's going to be hard to show on camera, but There is 2 distinct edges there. 2 distinct edges. I did that. I set the initial primary edge bevel by hand, and I managed to get 2 distinct edges. I went with a 25 degree on the belly right here towards the tip because you want it to be a little bit thicker. And then I went with probably around a 21 to 22 right here on the main. Could I have gone slicier on that? Sure, but it's a fixed blade, okay? Like, I don't need it to cut paper towels. It's fixed blade. I want it to hold up. I want it to hold its own. I want this to be something where, you know, if I need to do something, let's be honest, I don't really need to do anything hardcore. I'm okay admitting that. That's fine. I'm not a hardcore guy, but I am proud of the fact that I put my own edge bevel on here. I think it came out pretty good. I managed to get the 2 distinct edges. Sick fixed blade. 7 inches overall, so it's right there squarely in the EDC carry fixed blades. And I finally got a RS Knife Works custom knife. It won't be my last. It will not be my last. Had to do a few things to it. Didn't come with an ulti clip. Luckily, I already had one. My pull the dot loops aren't big enough to actually fit all the way around this guy, so I'm gonna have to get some bigger pull the dot loops. And this sheath was fitted so freaking tight. I did ask him, I was like, how should I loosen this up? Because I was trying to pull it out and like I stabbed myself with it on the finger. Luckily, it hadn't been sharpened. If it had been sharpened, I might have been in the hospital getting stitches. Because like I pulled it out and it right into the finger, but it wasn't sharp, so it really didn't do any damage. If it had been sharpened, that would have been really, really bad. So, little holiday story for you guys. Unboxing video of that coming out soon. It's already recorded. Just need to slap it together. Anyways. Ed says, poop knife and wire clip can't get any worse. Spyderco swish buoy is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Shout out to my man Bradford Mitchell. Thank you for the $5 super. He says, do they even have Thanksgiving in the make-believe land of Idaho? Of course, Roll will be at the kid table with his imaginary best friend. Absolutely. The kids table is so much more fun. You sit at the adult table, you know what happens? Politics. Everybody wants to talk about politics on Thanksgiving with that relative they haven't seen in a while, and they know that they voted this way and they don't agree with that, and then you have to listen to it. There's always an argument. There's always a fight. Give me the kids table. You know what kids argue and fight about? Who gets more mashed potatoes? I'll take that. All day, I'll take that. I will referee the mashed potatoes. I could do that. But my policy for Thanksgiving is the same policy I have on the channel, and that is you avoid the 3 deadly sins. And that's talking about sports, talking about politics, and talking about religion. I don't do any of that on Thanksgiving. Somebody is going to get upset about something, and I'm not going to be putting up with any drama. I refuse. Brad, thank you so much for the $5 super. Happy Thanksgiving. Greg McCutcheon, what's up, dude? He says the action on my smock was terrible until I took out the second detent, and then it's great, right? It's freaking great. It feels lackluster, and I feel the same way about the Sage 6. Had to get rid of the second detent on the Sage 6. It's a nanny detent. It's not there to make things better. It's there to keep it from being classified as a gravity knife. I've confirmed this with Kevin Smock. He says, good riddance. I'm glad that they designed it so that the second detent pops itself out anytime someone takes it apart. He doesn't know why it's there. He didn't design it that way. He doesn't have it on his. Doesn't recommend people have it on theirs. If you like it, I know some people do, specifically on the Sage 6, where they say, oh, I like having the secondary nanny detent. Personal preference is personal preference. It's very subjective. Yeah, there we go. It's just better without it. Definitely better without it. All right. The chat has left me behind, so I'm going to do my best to catch up and make sure I don't miss any shout outs. What's up, Jay Korskinen?
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
I like rocks patch hats. Oh, okay. So I've made some progress towards this because I like the idea of patch hats. Okay. I'll pull it up. What I need is called hook and loop hats. And I'll show you guys. You can buy these and they're not terribly expensive. So what you need is a hat like hook and loop hats, right? Hook and loop hats. However, you get a lot like this where it says, oh, hook and loop strap. I don't need that. I want it on the front, on the broad side of this barn that I call a forehead. Here we go. $14. $14. You could also get these on Etsy. But the cool part is that you can get these, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, like, should I just do the patch? The frickin' patch, and then point people to where they can get the hook and loop hat. I mean, I could buy a bunch of these, right? I could buy a bunch of these at, $14. Hopefully, Amazon gives me the free shipping, and I don't have to pay too much in taxes. And then I could get the patches, and then I could sell them as a kit. Or I could let people get their own hat and just show them where they can go to get these, like Amazon or Etsy. If you want it quick, Amazon. And I believe these are 3x2 on the hook and loop. I believe. Could be mistaken. I know the ones on Etsy have a 3-inch by 2-inch hook and loop area. So that would mean that the patches I'd have to get made are 3x2. Yeah. Anyways, the good news is that this would be affordable. Like if I were to do the hats myself, like if I were to buy a bunch of these and then do the patches, they'd end up being like $40 hats. I don't want to charge people $40 for a hat. I don't. It would be much more cost effective just to have the patches made and then point people to where they can get the hats where they can stick them on. Or, you could stick the patch wherever you like. I'm not here to tell you what to do in the privacy of your own home. Anyways, that was awkward. Retro Ryan! Thank you for becoming a new channel member. Appreciate you, man. I know I'm missing stuff in the chat. Hold on. Ed B is telling Ian about the kickstop chop that I sold him. It's such a sweet knife, man. It's a really, really cool knife. I'm glad you're liking it. What's up, Geek Machinist? Another one of my fixed blade brethren over here. I'm still very, very much a fixed blade peasant. I don't know a whole lot about fixed blades, but check this out, man. New RS Knife Works, custom fixie. Put the edge bevel on there myself. Fixed blade guys will appreciate this. This is just sweet. RS Knife Works is a boss. Anyways, thought I'd just share that since I know you're into fixed blades. What's up, Bob Tism? He says, in my opinion, if you're going to grind a custom, just leave the maker alone. If you're going to grind a custom, just leave the maker alone. I'm not grinding anything. I put it on the TS Prof. I left him alone. He appreciated it, actually. He said that was really cool of me and that it was nice not having to do one more. All right. It says we can talk about the finer points of, I know I'm going to butcher this name. This is an anime, isn't it? Freyren? I butchered it. What's up, Lakeside? Welcome into Geo Knife. Good to see you, Geo Knife. Alice Days, what's up, man? He says, I wish I wasn't the only knife guy in my family. Yeah. The only knife guy in my family is me. Before then, it was me and my dad. He has since passed away. Rest in peace, Pops. So now it's just me. And the rest of my family is like, oh, you have a lot of knives. Cool. How's your mental health? Does anyone else get their mental health questioned? I'm like, no, it's fine. I swear I'm already in therapy. I swear. Oh, man. What's up, Top Dog? Says just do the patch and point people to that. That's what I'm saying, man. It would just be a lot easier. I'm thinking like, I'm looking at the cost of patches. Cost of patches are expensive. Yes, you can get them made for cheaper per unit if you buy more, but of course buying more means spending more. So what I really need to do is figure out just how many people want patches. I know that there's been an outpouring of folks that say that they want them. I know that everyone seems to be, in favor of I like rocks patches.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
So I think we're going to go with that. Yeah. I've been looking into custom patches. There's a couple options out there that I'd feel good about going with. Zug, I believe it's like Zug Monster is one of them. There's another company. I just don't want to feed any of these random patch making companies that just reach out like, letting you know about your extended warranty on your car expiring. Jim says, just do the patch. I don't wear hats like that. There we go. Just do the patches. Everyone can buy the hat they like. I'm telling you guys, that's the way to go. He says, no, we want embroidered hats. Embroidered hats. I'm working on it. I'm trying to catch up. It says, a new era hat is like $40, so that's not anything crazy these days. That's true. You make a good point. What's up, Renee? Says, Pull Patch had some nice hats like that. Oh. Says the Shambo tax. I try to be fair when I price stuff out whenever I sell anything. I mean, you guys, if you've been here for any length of time, you know that I absolutely hate scalpers, which are also known as flippers. You know the people. There's a lot of them on Blade Binge. They buy a knife at table for like $950. Then they turn around and try to sell it for $1,400, like brand new in box. I'm like, I wonder why that is. So whenever I sell something, I always try to be super fair on pricing. Hey, shout out to David the Fifth. Happy anniversary, Dave. Appreciate you riding with the channel for 12 months. It's your 1-year anniversary, my man. Lakeside said, 40 is not bad with the patch anyways. That's a good point. It's more, what it is more logistics. The logistics of boxing up hats means that the packaging itself is more expensive. The shipping is more expensive. It's just more expensive instead of just pointing towards a hat and being like, go pick out that one. So I think I might do that. I think I'll probably just do the patch and then point people towards the hats, and I'll buy a couple hats to see how they work out, and that way I can point people towards the right one. Bob says, if they're nice hats, I would pay $35 for one. I don't know, man. Ian Coates, he says, thank you for the $5 Superman. He says, for more mirror polishing things, mirror polish all the things. I don't know if I can do all the things. I won't lie though on this guy. So this is supposed to be a two-tone, right? but instead what it came out as is more of like a fallout on the two-tone, like on the flat. And I'm starting to think to myself, like, you know, since that's a raised flat, I wonder if that wouldn't be too hard to, like, just, you know, put a mirror on the flat. Since it's not really, like, if it was a true black, some of them came out with a true black. This one came out with, like, black splotches. And it's fine. Like, I think it looks cool as it is. But I'm starting to think maybe it would look cooler with a mirror flat. Maybe. I don't know. It's a custom. I already put my own edge on here because it didn't come to me sharpened. I don't know if I want to mess with the flat on this one. Maybe I'll do a mirror on something else. We'll see. Ian, thank you much. Thank you. So, wow, I can't talk. Thank you so much for the $5 super.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Appreciate it. He said, I know I'm going to butcher this. Freyrin? Is it Freyrin? I'm a failure. Lakeside says, you don't know about fixed blades? Inconceivable. I'm learning. Everyone starts somewhere. And you know what? I've got a couple good ones too. Like, oh shoot, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh. This one's been getting some good use. I don't know why I'm still on the screen share. We've seen this hat enough. This one's been getting some good use. By good use, I mean it's been cutting through all the boxes. I need to clean it up. Those aren't scratches. That's just like tape adhesive. This is the Transparent Knives Doodle. Love this guy. Gonna need to sharpen this one here pretty soon. It's still sharp. It's no longer shaving sharp because I busted through. Today was recycling day. So I busted through like 30 boxes. So it's still sharp. It's still cutting. It's just not shaving sharp anymore. So beauty about that is the behind the edge is so thin that it's not going to take much to put a new edge on there. What's up, Fred? Happy Thanksgiving, man. He says, I'm fortunate to collect with my son. Fun to do together. It's definitely a great father-son activity. Shout out to my man, Cicero. Says, shot my Thanksgiving turkey. Cleared Walmart quick. Just roll up to the freezer section. You're like, you're not getting away this time. Not this time. I'm getting my bird this year. Roll in there with your tag and your roll in there with your tag and your shotgun and load it with some birdshot. Add some texture to your Thanksgiving turkey. That's funny, man. Thank you for riding with the channel for 9 months. It says, I'm wearing a shirt of 2 anime characters. My mental state is clearly represented. I think you're doing all right, man. I think you're doing all right. Top Dog says, I get my mental health questioned every year by a doctor. At least, they question it because they care. Lakeside said, I got my daughter a pink Mora for her birthday. My wife was like, you have issues. Yeah, like the amount of conversations that I have with people when they're like, oh, you have and here's the thing. I don't tell people anymore that I have a channel. I don't, because I know how that conversation goes. Oh, what's your channel about? It's like, yeah, I'm a knife enthusiast and collector. I do a lot of product reviews and informational videos. And they're like, oh, like what kind of knives? And then I show them in my pocket and they're like, wow, how much was that? And you tell them, and they do one of two things. They either do the, oh, that's nice, I'll follow you later. Like, I don't want pity subs. I don't want subscribers that don't actually care about the hobby or the channel, right? Like the people that think they're doing you a favor by subscribing to your channel and then never watching anything. That doesn't help, but they don't understand that. And then the people that like they try to empathize. They're like, oh, I've had this pocket knife for years, and they pull out something that's like clearly clearly in need of like maintenance, new edge, and you're like, oh yeah, and you try to talk to them about it. Because you never know. Sometimes you can convert those people, the people that just have a knife, but maybe they don't care about knives. Sometimes those people can be converted. I always try. Most of the time it's just awkward. Yo, Knives Fast. What's up, Casey? Knives Fast in the house, everybody. Good to see you, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Casey. He says, roly poly. I haven't heard that one in a while. Says, hello. Hey, everybody. Driving and listening. Keep me company. Roll. Oh, we're here. We're here, man. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Hope your holiday is going splendid. All right. We're getting to it. We're almost caught up with the chat. Cicero says, I tell people I have a canine fashion channel called Doggy Style. I'd subscribe to that. Drop a link in the chat. Let's go subscribe to that. On that note, just as I'm almost about to catch up, I'm going to say hi to a few more people, and then I wanted to bring you guys' attention to a knife maker which I think needs some support. Young kid, 15 years old, making really freaking cool knives. But I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. So before I dive over there, I just want to say hi to Master Sergeant. What's up, man? And Tom Cook. What's up, Tom Cook? He says, I work at an outdoor store. Ask to see a person's knife. If I see a clip in the pocket, 90% need maintenance and a new edge. You know, I always like seeing that, though, because then you have a conversation of, you know, like, what do you use to sharpen your knife? Oh, you don't. Have you checked out this knife sharpener? And then you can get the conversation going, and you can take someone that's just a user and you can turn them into an enthusiast real quick by starting that conversation. If you just get them down the path of going on YouTube to look up videos, I guarantee you they will watch a review, they will watch an informational video about how to sharpen their knife, and they will get hooked. I know, because that's what happened to me. Knives Fast says, EJ Workman, why are you spoiling it? Casey, stop spoiling it. Yes, EJ Work. I already had it up right here. Guys, listen. When I was 15 years old, I wasn't doing this. I wasn't out there literally grinding, okay? You know what I was doing at 15 years old? I was working at a gas station trying to earn enough money to buy my first car. I was pumping gas. Eastern Oregon, back then, that was a minimum wage job. That's right. A lot of people don't know this, but in Oregon, back then, people would pump your gas for you. Awkward conversations with people that lived out of state that traveled through. My point is that most 15-year-olds are not doing this. Super, super talented. Very talented. I'm going to kill the music for a second. He's trying
This is day 40 of posting every single day until he hit 1,000 followers.
He's trying to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, go give him a follow. You got to support makers like this. This is the future of the hobby. Right now, it's starting with fixed blades. It'll probably move into folders. That's usually a progression thing. But you got to support. You got to support the up and coming makers, especially when they're talented.
Followers. Now, once I hit 1,000 followers,
he's going to do a giveaway.
A custom Damascus dagger, and all you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is to follow me. Yesterday, we finished by doing all the final grinding on these blades. So in this video, we're going to start on the handle scales. Now, the client for the knife sent me...
We're not going to watch the full video, but do. Head on over. It's EJ_work on Instagram. Go give him a follow. Go check him out. And he does good work, man. He's got a website and everything. These knives look legit. These are legitimate pieces right here. I checked out his website. if you go and you check out his website, I'll show, you know what? We'll just do it. We'll just do it. Why not? These knives look really good. They don't just look like somebody, you know, that does it as a hobby. Like, he's very talented. I don't know if he does the sheaths as well. He might, I don't think he does the sheath. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. It doesn't say that it's made by anybody else, but that is sweet. Anyways, I'm looking at these knives, right? I'm like, look at that. That is a custom fixed blade. Hand satin finish. 80 CRV2, I believe. $180. Rich light handles, 80 CRV2, 8-inch knife. And that's not the only one. Like, so if you don't like that one, he's got others. Like, I was looking at these, and some of these are sold out. But I'm looking at these, and I'm like, these are really good. Take a look at this dagger. Like, what? Let's see if I can zoom in so that shows up better. Look at that dagger. You know how difficult it is to grind? You know how difficult it is to sharpen a dagger, let alone grind one? Look at that. Commando dagger. You have to get the medial ridge perfect. Like, you have to get a nice symmetry there, you have to be perfect on your grinds. When you sharpen it, you also have to be perfect on either side. Otherwise, you'll screw up the medial ridge. $180, 80 CRV2 Kydex sheath. You can add in a custom leather sheath for $65 or an ulti clip and an ulti clip for $17. I mean, $180. So that seems to be the price. I think these might be on sale. I think normally these are closer to $300. My point is that you gotta support the youngins. Damn it. I was actually thinking about buying this one. $159 for the Gleck 2.0. That looks sweet, man. Nesmuck style blade. Yeah. I think that's what you'd call that. Nesmuck. I think so. Anyways, I just thought I'd pull some attention to this kid because he's doing good work. He's hustling. And not only that, but he's talented. So if you didn't know about EJ Work, go check him out on Instagram, EJ_work. Got to support the young fellas. Ian says 180 is a pretty nice price too. Yeah. In the custom fixed blade world, that is really good. Master Sergeant says kid is 15 years old. Yeah. Think about what you were doing at 15, man. I don't know. There's some talented teenagers out there. I wasn't doing that. I was trying to get a car. I was working at a gas station trying to get a car because I lived in the middle of nowhere. And when you're 15, you know, you want to impress all the ladies and you can't do that without a car. Little did I know, the ladies did not care about the car. Ian says, I want to see this kid on Forged in Fire. Do they still run that show? Casey says, yeah, he has a $100 off sale right now. Now's the time to buy. Now's definitely the time to buy. Casey says, I have the Gleck if you want me to send mine for you to review. I definitely appreciate that, Casey. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to buy one myself. That's the best way to do it. I definitely appreciate the offer to pass around, but in this scenario, I want to support the maker. The best way to do that is to just buy some, especially right now, $100 off sale. That is stellar. Kevin is right. They look great, but more importantly, they look intentionally well put together. Like, there's some fixed blade makers out there that, like, I look at their products, I'm like, why that blade shape? Like, there's some fixed blades out there that do not have good, clean looking blade shapes, and it's like they just ground it until they got something that they was like, yeah, it's a knife now, woohoo. You know, like, for example, It's one of the things that I love about RS Knife Works. Good. Like I'm super high on this knife right now, but like that's a really badass blade. That's a really badass blade. He's the master of the compound grinds for sure. But it's a classy, smooth looking knife. And EJ Work, he did, like, his blade shapes make sense. They all look intentional. Bradford Mitchell with the $2 super. Thanks, man. He says, check out the Horizon Machine Works. He is 18. I thought we did in one of the last live streams. Hold on. I'll try to pull it up. Horizon. I swear I'm getting a feeling of deja vu. Horizon Machine Works. Ooh, here's another one. This must be the one you're talking about. 19-year-old. He must have just had a birthday. Ooh, take a look at that. Folder. Folding knives are hard because there's moving pieces and extra tolerances. Like, not saying making fixed blades is easy either, but folding knives is a whole different ball game. Look at that. What? I was gonna say, is he selling this? But it says right here, finally keeping a nice one for myself. The pivot is made from 4.5 billion year old Monyon. I don't even know how to say that. How do you say that? Munialusta? It's a meteorite. It's made of meteorite. The pivot is made of meteorite. My first time using Mike Norris Damascus. Take a look at that. That pivot is freaking gorgeous. The whole knife is gorgeous. Yeah, that's really cool. Really cool. Why are all the youngins so talented? Where's my talent? They made me, and they're like, you know what? We'll give you a voice that as it cracks. We'll give you a voice that people appreciate, but we'll give you a baby face for 40 years. How about that? I'm 35. I still get carded at the liquor store. Man, yeah, this is super cool. Super, super cool. It's a lotto. What did this sell for? Like, I get that it's a lotto, but how much do these cost? I imagine they're not cheap. Yeah. Yeah, these are nice. These definitely look nice. I love that. A bit of a rising hollow grind right there. Freaking sweet. S60V steel. You don't see S60V very much. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm already following it. I told you, Brad. I told you we'd already went down this path before. Man, young people are so talented. Nice Fast says, that's what you should do. I'm definitely glad I did. Awesome, man. Yeah, no, I want to support, especially when it means that I can get something cool like that. I think about how we spend our money is so important, right? It's important for local economies. It's important for local makers. Sometimes I look at them like there's a number of knives I will look at and I'll buy just because I think they're cool. That are made overseas. But I always feel good when I intentionally spend my dollar, vote with my dollars locally. I can always feel good about that. Welcome into YouTube Music Portal. Good to see you. Brad says, Horizon Machine Works has a blade with bestech and one coming with concept. I'm not surprised. You could tell he's got talent. Ian says, Roll got the baby face. Cole got the baby voice. It happens. It happens. Jim says I automatically get the senior discount without asking. I mean, you know, after a certain amount of time, those things are nice. Alice Day says, start smoking. You'll age 10 years in 1 year. I should know. I used to smoke. I used to smoke cigarettes. It was back in college. So it's been, I quit smoking cigarettes when I was 22, 13 years ago. It was actually during the time when I worked at the radio station, and I had someone ask me if I smoked cigarettes specifically to make my voice deeper. And that was one of those wake-up calls where I was thinking, you know what, like, I never want to get asked this question ever again. So I don't smoke. Haven't smoked in over 12 years. Don't miss it. Yeah. But I smoked for a few years, and I got to tell you, still baby-faced. John Blackman says, what's up, Shambo? Look at the pocket check. All right. Got to get some water first. All right. You guys have asked for it. We're going to roll on over to the Only Spartans Discord. The Only Spartans Discord is the community that I am working on building. How do you get there? You got to be a channel member. Any level of channel membership is fine, including the 99-cent membership. If you want to be a part of the community, you can be a part of the community. You do not have to remain a channel member to stay in the Discord. So if you join as a channel member to get in, and then next month you decide the 99 cents is too much, you're welcome to stay in the Discord. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into these pocket checks. Starting off with mine, this was my carry. I carried the Spyderco Swish Buoy with the Lynch Northwest wire clip replacement. And then, of course, the Spyderco Smock with the Kevin Smock custom contoured scales. That was my carry. Nothing fancy on the photography. I leave that up to you guys. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, check out some of these pocket checks. Nick T's coming in with Warney Wednesday. He's got the High Grain Designs DeVille and the Sparrow Strix. Man, it's a couple good ones. It's a couple good ones right there. Very nice. Solid shot, too. Vavelski, he's got the Growler XL. He's got the Kaiser Milita and the Devo Fireball. Every time I see a Devo Fireball, makes me think of that song, Fireball. You know, it's like kind of like a techno song, and they stop and they go, Fireball. I'm doing it wrong. I'll just stop now. Craig Vincent, he's got the Talwar, the Cold Steel 5 Max, the Spyderco Tenacious. I'm not sure what this one is. I believe that's a Tucson. Good looking Tucson. Good looking Tucson. Yeah. What's next? Ooh, Greg's got a good one. He's got the Para 3 Lightweight with the Barclay CNC Lightweight Scales. The people that took my advice and got this setup, they know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that this is an amazing setup. And some people don't understand because they're like, why would you take a lightweight Para 3 and then put titanium on the scales? Doesn't that defeat the purpose of getting a lightweight? You make it, make the handles out of metal. It's no longer lightweight, right? Well, not really. There's 3 really good reasons why the Barclay CNC Para 3 lightweight titanium scales are an elite setup. 3 very good reasons. The first is that it gets rid of that damned wire clip. I hate wire clips. Plus, there's so many amazing aftermarket clip options for the regular 3-hole Spyderco pocket clip. So you've got a lot of options there. Number two is that it includes a backspacer. So the Para 3 Lightweight in its stock format doesn't have a backspacer. It kind of has a bit of a clamshell thing where the scales come together at the end, so on and so forth. So if you were to just replace the scales, a lot of other makers, when they make the scales for them, they either don't have backspacers that they include in that build, or they're just like a clamshell. So it's nice because now you can add in a titanium backspacer. It's part of the lightweight kit, right? The third reason, and this is the big one, this is for those that say it's nonsensical to put titanium scales on a lightweight knife. What are you doing? With all of that, with the titanium backspacer, with adding on a pocket clip that's not made out of paper clips off your desk, and with titanium, this weighs no more than the regular G10 variant, which is crazy. That is crazy. That makes it one of the most lightweight titanium knives, period. So you get a backspacer, you get a perfect clip, you get titanium, and you don't sacrifice on the weight. Are you kidding me? The people that don't understand this are just haters, because I'm telling you right now, the Barclay CNC Para 3 Lightweight Scale Replacement Kit is probably one of the best scale replacement kits that I've come across, period. And I'll stand behind that. Grateful Dong, he's got, oh man, why? I think I have this knife. Why is it eluding me? The moment I see Hawksbill, it just flies out of my brain. I have failed.
Epic fail.
Those are cool. Those are really cool. This concept up here is underrated. I wanted to call it the concept Talon, but it's not the Talon. What is it? It's also designed by a young knife maker / designer called Triple Stripe Knives, who's no longer making knives anymore. I think he's on hiatus. Why? I should know this one because I have one, but this one is why is that eluding me? I know this is Arcane and Brian Brown. Arcane and Brian Brown, right? Forget what it's called. I'm just gonna move on. Those are cool though. Those are both cool. John Tagamori's got the J Cape. It's always a solid choice with the J Cape. Drinkwater's got a lot of Devo Growler XLs out there. Love it, man. Along with the Spyderco McB, very nice. Cat Scratch says, I voted for patches, but I like rocks rolls. You can ask Blade HQ. I think they know who to contact for patches. You think Blade HQ talks to me? I reached out to him one time, and they're like, no, we're not going to work with you. But I think you're right. I think they know who to go through for patches. What knife is that? The Headbanger. That's the one that was inspired by metal music, right? Right. Very cool, man. We'll get an I like rocks patch in there sometime. Ooh, Ed's got the RT Cool Whale. Very nice, man. That's such a solid EDC knife. I think that knife's wholly underrated. It's a great carry. David V says, my photos are terrible. I can't afford another hobby, so cell phone pick it is. Totally fine. I'm totally fine with people not making me feel insecure by posting like catalog level photos. Whatever's in your pocket is fine. I do my pocket check just with my cell phone as well. The new Factor B4. Very nice, man. Every time I see one of those, I wish that I had one. Next, the aloe vera plant. I dig it. Jim's got the Civivi Sentinel Strike. I still love mine. I still have it. You know what? I usually mess with this knife about once a month. And I like it just as much now as I did. What is it? Is it 2 years old now? Really? He's got the Clinch River Swayback and the Artisan Cutlery Sea Snake. Oh, I got something in my eye. Oh. Very nice. Can we fit an I Like Rocks patch on the carry? I don't know. It looks full, but we can try. Bradford Mitchell's got the Factor 8 and the Factor B4 Stealth. Nice, man. Those Factor 8s are big. Those are hefty. I shouldn't say hefty. I haven't held one, but next to the original Factor, they do look a lot bigger. Rainey's got the loadout station. Carried the Native 5 today. Very nice. Rocking the 15V. I see you there. The Vero Fulcrum as well. Very nice. What do we have up here? Got some Vosteed up here. I dig it. Got some Kunwu. Another Vero. How many Vero Fulcrums do you have? At least 2 that we can see. I'm guessing there might be another one. Is there a third? Let me know. Geek Machinist, he says, things. Why do you do this to me? You know I'm not going to be able to identify crap. Come on, man. Help me out. I know that this is a SOG Power Pint. Yeah. Not sure about this fixie, but I dig the shot. Love the pry bar, too. That looks nice. Very nice. Aaron D2's got a Grimsmo Fiel. I know people are on the lookout for these. I need to get my hands on a Grimsmo. I want a Norseman, and now is the time to get one because the secondary market for Grimsmo is very much a buyer's market and not a seller's market. You can get them at a hefty discount. Hefty discount. I'm talking about Norsemans that look freaking brand new at half of what they were at table price. I don't know why people are doing that, but they are. I need to take advantage of that. Fred's got the Curtis F3, Shark Nivco Mini Goblin, and the Vulcan Knives Wasp. I was going to say that looks like a Vulcan knife. I like that. Curtis Customs, Shark Nivco Mini Goblin. Man, Eddie Barajas, highly underrated. Highly underrated. Like, yes, he's known. Yes, his knives sell. He's very popular, but he's also highly underrated. I need to get myself a Mini Goblin one of these days. Like, a custom. I love my Koenig Mini Goblin, but I also want a custom. Hate Nate, he's got the Yan Knives Chevron. Such a good knife. Love me some Yan Knives Chevron. Cool handle texture as well. Are those Christmas lights in the background? Negative points for the Christmas lights. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. You could do it on Friday. I'm just kidding. Thanks for sharing your carry. Louie's got the Vosteed Gringo with the compression lock. Very nice. How do you like Kunlu's compression lock, by the way? I've been hearing some whispers, some rumors on the side that not all of the compression locks, not all the top liner locks these companies are doing are all that solid. Been hearing some things, been seeing some things. So I got to ask the question, how good's Kunlu's compression lock? Asking for a friend. That friend is me. Mubs got the, that's a Sharp by Design. Is that a Evo Typhoon? I always get the Sharp by Design models mixed up. And that looks to be like one of the new smaller Excaliburs with the compression lock, right? Right? Or no, is that a full-size Excalibur? I think that might actually be a full-size Excalibur. I think I see the cutout for the lock bar right there. Full-size Excalibur, right? Right? I think so. Hold on. I know I'm missing stuff, so hang tight. I'm going to catch up with the chat real quick. Shout out to my man Paul Mills, who's been a channel member for 17 months.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
I missed it, Paul. I missed it. I'm sorry, man. I did not intend to miss your 17-month anniversary. Thank you so much for riding with the channel for 17 months. Means a lot, man. Thank you. It says on the screen, new recruit. I don't know why it does that, because on the other end it says 17 months. You've been a new recruit for 17 months. Why do my tools never work like they're supposed to? I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Lakeside says, Rollshambo, nice. That's a hard habit to kick. You know, and I'll be honest, I didn't like quitting. I enjoyed it. But I needed to. I needed to quit. Alice Day says, saw 2 trucks covered in Christmas lights already a week ago. Oh, man. I'm sorry, no Christmas lights before Thanksgiving. Christmas lights before Thanksgiving? No. I understand it for those who go all out and who have these really intricate, Christmas decorations where they have like, an ungodly power bill every Christmas. I understand those people because they need time to get everything up, to get everything set up, to make sure it looks good. Fine. But don't you dare put up your tree before Thanksgiving. Don't do it. Don't. That says people who decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving ruin it. That's what I'm saying. Let's get back to the pocket check. I think I'm all caught up now. Retro Ryan says, Tiffany on the left, myself on the right. Ooh. We got a his and her situation. I like it. Is that some green bean casserole? Is there bacon in it? Is there there better be some bacon in there. I'm gonna need you I'm gonna need you to enjoy that for me. There's gonna be green bean casserole tomorrow. But I want it now. I feel like JG Wentworth. It's my green bean casserole and I want it now. Some advertisements are just way too good. Let's go. Ooh, we got a new pair of 3. That's an S45 VN. I dig it, man. I dig it. Here we go, another one. Ooh, we got some Remet going on here. Top 2. That's going to be the Remet RT Agile Peregrine Falcon. I really like that knife. Every time I handle it, I'm always impressed. I love the way that the scales hide all of the hardware. It's modular. It's semi-futuristic. Great ergonomics. It feels lightweight and perfectly balanced. It's a good example of what a perfectly balanced knife feels like. And then that's the RT Swordfish. I'm not sure. Is that one of the newer models? I think so. Is that one of the newer ones where they did it in aluminum? Not sure. Love the Swordfish though. We've got a Manganas Steel Kaimano, Devo Growler XL, a Jack Wolf slip joint, which you will forgive me for not being able to identify, and an Aries EDC fixed blade. Man, I still need to get an Aries EDC fixed blade. All right, now I'm caught up on the pocket checks. There we go. Wait. No bacon or onion crisps? Tiffany. No bacon. But why? You gotta put bacon in there. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're making the green bean casserole right now. I'll tell you what I'm doing after the live stream, because I've got content. It's going to be a late night for me. After the live stream, I'm going to make my cranberry sauce, because it's not Thanksgiving for me without this cranberry sauce. The cranberry sauce that I make, and I know a lot of people that like cranberry sauce, they're like, oh, I want it from the can. That's not cranberry sauce. That's not cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce from the can is cranberry flavored Jell-O, and I'll stand by that. Like, I get it. It's easier to put on, turkey sandwiches after Thanksgiving. Totally understand. The cranberry sauce that I make is made with real cranberries, candied orange slices, cloves, and cinnamon sticks, and it tastes like heaven. Okay. And you can get it down into a Jell-O-y consistency because the fruit naturally has pectin in it, I believe. I could be far left field here. Either way, if you cook it down far enough, put it in the fridge, what you're left with is like a gelatin. It's like a gelatin sauce. It's freaking amazing. You get the hints of the orange, the cinnamon, the cloves. I've been ruined. It's family recipe. I've been ruined for life for that. Now, anytime someone, says, oh, I want my cranberry sauce in a can, I have to turn my head and try not to vomit. That might be a bit of an exaggeration. Ryan says, add bacon to raisins, wire clips, and the smock detent to the things that trigger rolls. Look, if it can be made with bacon, you should. If you can, you should. This is Thanksgiving. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good regardless. But I'm telling you, add bacon. Add bacon. Todd Carr says no bacon equals sacrilege. I agree, Todd. This needs to be an intervention. Renee says apparently canned cranberries too. There's nothing wrong with canned cranberry sauce as long as you don't try to convince me that it's better than the cranberry sauce that's actually cranberry sauce. It's cranberry sauce. I'm going to steal that. Yo, what's up, Mikey? Mikey Daily Carry. Mikey, happy Thanksgiving, brother. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. It's good to see you. So, has anyone else noticed that there is some Black Friday sales at these knife retailers that are like not sales? I'll give you guys an example. American Edge. If you guys are subscribed to their email list, which, I mean, it's nice to see, when they drop stuff. They're like, Demko sales, 25% off. And they said, all Demko 80/20.5s, and then in parentheses, excluding the titanium. And that's funny because directly under that is a titanium 80/20.5 listing. I'm like, people don't read. Sneaky. It's sneaky. All the good stuff. It's like all of our regular sale items are now part of our Black Friday sale. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going back to like what is that? Like a 50s gangster voice? Yeah, see? Old Curly. All right. 25% off. So. They really sell out of everything on their sale list? Wow. Let's see. Let's do Knife Joy. You guys know what I'm hunting. I'm hunting a Spyderco stovepipe at a sale price. When I say at a sale price, what I mean is like $325. I've seen them on sale at that price around this time of year before. Stovepipe. I think they don't have any. Nope. $480. Damn it. Chicago Knife Works. Stovepipe. In stock. Damn it. $480. Let's see. Special deals. Mega sale. Mega sale. Show me the mega sale. 3V gear. Joiner die react liner lock. Yeah. I mean, high to low. Show me something really cool. Show me something really cool that's on sale. Vanguard Continuum Frame Lock. That's kind of cool. Real Steel Evolution. Real Steel Ventus. The Delta. That's crazy. M48 Highland. I don't know how to say that. What? Talk about wild. United Cutlery. Look at that. It's freaking crazy. That is bananas. Sabotage Tonto Fighter, 11.5 inches. That's beefy. Look at that. That grind is crazy. DLT. Deal days. Okay, you got deal days. Spyderco Shaman with my Carta. Is that M390? It is. $219. Oh, yeah, they sold out. DLT's like, we'll do some real deals. And boom, sold out. Save up to 50% off top brands. This is actually kind of tempting. The Vehement Mongrel, an S45 PVD titanium PVD blade, $357. That's actually a pretty good price. American made, titanium. Yep, titanium. I forget. Who is Vehement Knives again? I don't know. I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't go for the blackout version myself, but I think that's why that's on there, is because that's the least popular variant of that knife. Still, the blackout variant being $357 is a pretty good deal. The Reef F4 Bushcraft. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. $318. $318. Bowie style blade, frame lock. I don't hate that clip. One thing that I do kind of hate is the fact that they gave it a fuller and they didn't make it flickable. It's a non-flickable fuller unless you got like really pointy fingers. Yo, Sierra Rick, what's up, man? Tiff says, canned cranberry sauce looks weird. I make my own similar to rolls. There you go. Redemption. You are redeemed. Not that you needed my redemption. What's up, Rick? He says, Rollshambo and Chatsters, good evening. Coming in late. Got to say happy Thanksgiving. Hey, man, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Usually I call out or cancel the live stream the day before Thanksgiving, and I just say, spend that time with your family. And then I get criticized and people are like, no, why are you taking away from our night before Thanksgiving? So this year we decided to do a live stream instead. We're here because the people wanted me to be here. And I also wanted to be here. So did you just say Chicago knife? You are funkin' awesome, bro. I mean, Chicago, isn't it Chicago knife? Isn't it Chicago Knife Works? Is this what we're talking about? Is this what we're talking about? I've seen some great deals on here. I'm just going to say that. Todd says, man, I hope YouTube gets their act together and decides which name format they want to use. I don't know. I never know what to expect. Sometimes I get like the screen display name and sometimes I get the YouTube username. I have no idea. Says they have insane deals if you're just willing to wait. Everyone's spoiled with overnight shipping. I always miss the deals on Chicago Knife Works, which is why it's on my radar now. And anytime I'm looking for something that I know that they have in stock, I make it a habit because they sold the Spyderco stovepipe at like $325 a year and a half ago around this time of year. And I missed it. And I was so upset that I missed it because they had it at the price that I wanted and I missed it. Try again. Sorry, Rolls. You can show the final closing click. Can you show the final closing click on your Mojave? Sure. Hold on. All right. So I'm getting the feeling that this was something that was requested. Just making sure. I'll clear the message from the screen. The final closing click on your Mojave. Okay. Are we talking about like the detent? It just drops, dude. So it's I don't know if this makes sense. Like it feels like there's not enough friction to hold it open at all. The detent on here is good though. It's almost easier to show it by doing it like this. Yeah. The detent sucks it in like Santa Claus right about there. It's frictionless, truly frictionless. It's only gotten better over time. Machine-wise Mojave is one of my favorites. It might be my favorite knife released this year. I'm gonna put it back in my drawer. Rick says, great job sharpening the fixie. Just saying. Oh, thanks, man. You know what? Like, part of me is thinking, should I have sent this back to RS Knife Works and let him do his own edge on here? Sure. But I know he was stressing out about it. I like doing my edges myself. I like challenges. And there was no edge bevel on here. So is it as perfect as if I had let him put it on a jig on his, on his belt grinder and put the edge on there himself? I have no idea. But I figured I could have some fun with it. I could make this custom fixie a little bit more custom to me. It wasn't just the edge. I'll say this. The other thing I had to do was mess with the Kydex sheath because it was way too tight. Like I mentioned this earlier, but like I'm really grateful that I didn't get it sharpened because it was stuck in the sheath. I pulled it out in the process. I stabbed my finger and, not a lot of damage because it wasn't sharp. If it had been sharp, it like potentially stitches. potentially worse than stitches. I don't know. So I did reach out to him and I said, sheath is like the Kydex is a little tight. What do you recommend? He's like, I'll just hit it with the hairdryer. Hit it with the hairdryer. And I did, and it loosened up nicely. And so now it's like, it's still got that pop. It's still got good retention, but I'm not going to stab myself with it every time I go to take it out of the sheath. And these things have a tendency, they have a way of breaking in. It won't be my last RS Knifeworks fixie. I'm saying that. Like I got the mini Diamondback. The next one I would like to get is the regular full-size Diamondback. But this one's perfect for me because this is a carry size. It's a carry size. I do think I'm going to put a paracord fob on the end because it does have a lanyard hole. But also because it's going to help with some retention in the hand. If you want to know more about that, I got my unboxing video on this guy recorded. One of the things keeping me up tonight is going to be editing and getting that out there. So stay tuned for that. I love it. Absolutely love it. Jojo says, I found a killer recipe at Garden and Gun from Dancing Bear Lodge in Tennessee. Jack Daniel's cranberry relish. I gotta look that up. That sounds awesome. Did he just say sucks it in like Santa? Yeah. Isn't that a line from a line from Tim Allen's The Santa Claus? You gotta suck it in like Santa Claus. I might just be imagining things. If a Lurex is really if a Lurex is really tight, wrap it in tape. If the Kydex is really tight, wrap it in tape, put the knife in, then hit it with the hairdryer heat gun. It will loosen up a bit, but not too much. No, it's perfect now. It's perfect now. Yeah. No. I just hit it with the hairdryer. I had it pulled out just a little bit because before this was closed up all the way past. So I'll tell you guys what the problem was. It was molded so perfectly to the sheath where the edges were molded past this almost finger guard right there. So every time I went to pull it out, it had to it ran into this. And so all I did was I pulled it out a little bit, hit it with the hairdryer, and now it's perfect. Like no issue, perfect retention. I just followed Rob's advice. You know, he said, hit it with the hairdryer, be patient, a little bit at a time. You'll see where it's sticking. And he was right. Turns out he knows his stuff. Nick says, Rolls don't like raisins, but likes cranberries. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like craisins, too. Isn't that nice? I don't like raisins, but I do like craisins. Craisins in cookies, completely different ball game. Raisins in cookies are nasty. Kydex, not Lurex. I was going to say Lurex sounds like a condom company. If your Lurex is too tight, you might need to go a size up. And on that bombshell, we're going to kill it, guys. Thank you for a really, really fun, chill live stream. I really appreciate you guys. It's true. For the last couple of years, I haven't gone live the night before Thanksgiving. Instead, I've told my audience, go spend that time with your family. And then people tell me, well, you know, we want to spend time with family, but you know, maybe they're not up this late. We just want to watch a live stream. So because everyone wanted Thanksgiving Eve live streams, that's why I decided to go live this year. But seriously, spend some time with your family. Enjoy that time with your family. Try not to talk about the three things, the sports, the religion, the politics. Leave that at the door when you walk in to have Thanksgiving dinner. Just enjoy the time with those that you're surrounded by, because it's a special time of year and we've got a lot to be thankful for. One of the things that I'm thankful for is your continued support, commitment to the channel. I'm working on new things. I know you guys want merchandise. I'm working on an I Like Rocks patch because that's what everyone wants. I also want it. I want it on a hat. I want it on a hat. I'm a hat guy. Anyways, guys, I will not be live this Saturday because I am enjoying Thanksgiving with the family out of town. So I won't be live this Saturday. The next live stream will be a week from today, the following Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 p.m. Central, or for those in the Pacific Northwest, 7 p.m. So I hope you have an absolutely fantastic holiday. Eat real cranberry sauce. Leave the raisins out of the stuffing and the dressing. Please put bacon in your green bean casserole. That's going to do it. Oh my goodness. Robert Jones with the $10 super. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. You've got that in there. I'm glad I didn't miss it. Everyone have an absolutely wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week.